What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new video. I've got an unboxing you probably have seen thousands of times at this point. However, it's the first time for me to do it here on Retro Games Now. But before that, I want to ask you to like the video, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. My birthday was 2 days ago as of the filming of this video, and I was gifted the Nintendo Switch. I finally have it. I know I'm 6 years late to the party, so I'm going to need your help here. I'm really excited to finally join in with the rest of you guys and start enjoying this record-breaking console from Nintendo. It came out in March of 2017, and at that time, I didn't really care for grabbing one for God knows what reason. Now that I look back on it, what in the world was I thinking? In October 2021, an improved version of the Switch came out, which has better features than the original version, highlighting the main ones: a 7-inch OLED screen, a wide adjustable stand, built-in wired LAN port, 64 gigabytes of internal storage, enhanced audio, among other smaller enhancements. I'm glad this is the version I was gifted, since as a newcomer to the Nintendo Switch ecosystem, it really makes no sense to start off my ownership of the Switch with the original version, knowing this OLED version has better features to offer. I'm really happy about that. Now, you might be thinking, since it has been 6 years from its original release and everybody in the gaming space is screaming from the top of their lungs that this console has aged terribly in comparison with Xbox and PlayStation, wouldn't I be more excited for whatever new Nintendo console releases soon-ish? I keep hearing rumblings and guesstimations that they might have something new in 2024, as early as the first quarter of 2024. But I will tell you that in spite of all these recent comments made by a variety of developers, gaming news sites, third-party companies, and a long list of etc., I think now is the best time to dive into the Nintendo Switch if you, just like me, haven't done so for some odd reason. What do I think? Well, this console managed to pull Nintendo out of the shadows they themselves went into due to the failure of the Wii U, and I think that whatever they do after the Nintendo Switch is going to be a calculated move. Although common knowledge is that they're going to get weird with the new console and fall flat on their faces like it has happened in their past console history. Like I said, the Wii U, the Virtual Boy, among others. But anyway, let's get into the unboxing. It came in this white box, Amazon renewed. It added to the mystery because up until I got this, I did not know what it was, so it worked out for the best as a surprise for my birthday. And even so, I think I can get just the box by itself, aftermarket if I really wanted it, but to me, it's just the box. I don't really care for it. So let's go ahead and start the unboxing. So like I said, it's an Amazon renewed device. They put this this pamphlet of information, which tells you it's literally like new, but that's not what matters. What matters is the actual console itself. If I had not stated, this is the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom OLED Switch. So it has all these nice Zelda graphics on it. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let's start with the tablet itself. There's a tablet, the 7-inch OLED version. The back feels pretty cool. I mean, I think like the back plate should be metal. It feels like it's metal, made of metal. It has all those little designs, those little circles. They definitely give it a feel. So you can feel all these little details with your fingertips. So there's a kickstand. This is one of the improvements that I heard right away from the community, from everybody that has owned a Switch, that has said, why didn't Nintendo put this on the very first version of the Switch? This seems like a very necessary style type of stand. You know, to have it this wide, because I believe the original one is just a little, like a very narrow stand. And I think I've heard people say it's plastic. Don't quote me. I've never had an original version. So it's pretty sturdy. Like you set it down like that and you know, there's absolutely no suspicion that it's going to go anywhere. Oh, and I just felt it right now. It has rubber feet. Oh, that's cool. I hadn't noticed that before. So right there has rubber feet so that it sticks better to the surface. So right where my fingertips are, 1, 2 has those two rubber. And then the hinge itself feels pretty strong. I mean, it's tight. It has some tightness to it. So that's pretty decent. And you know what? I might be wrong. It might not be metal. It just feels like metal to me, but it might as well just be plastic. It's probably just the feel that is throwing me off, but regardless, it's pretty cool. Let's check out the Joy-Cons. So this is the left Joy-Con right there. It's pretty cool. It's gold and green. And it has a matte finish. So there's the left Joy-Con. Here's the right Joy-Con. So again, matte finish. Pretty cool. And then I don't know what these are called. But you know, all I know is that when you use these Joy-Cons individually, you set these on top. So, you know, in the comments, please let me know what these are called, is I don't know. Also, this didn't come with like a Nintendo manual. You know, like back in the day when you had a brand new console, it came with a pamphlet, a booklet, like an instruction booklet, how to set it up and everything. These days, since everything's digital, you know, I don't think that really is necessary. So I suspect the Switch itself doesn't really come with a booklet or instruction manual, even if it's like a brand new console, not like this one that is renewed. Even if it's renewed, I don't think it came with a manual or a booklet or whatever. In the booklet or manual, I would suspect what the name of each of these things is. So here they are. They're white, again, matte finish, and then the straps for your wrists are gold colored. So that's cool. Again, it's all themed after Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So I really like the color. Now let's have a look at the dock. It looks beautiful. So here's the dock, which I really like. It looks beautiful. White and golden markings, Zelda themed markings. Looks pretty great. Which is that's the Triforce right there. You're gonna have to excuse me because I'm not very knowledgeable in Zelda. All I know is that this is the Triforce. So we've got our 2 USB ports here on the side. And then on the back, this is one of the improvements that I saw. This cover and then this opening here so that all the wires come out of here neatly. So you remove the lid and you have here the top port is the AC adapter. The middle port is the HDMI out, and the port at the bottom is the LAN port. So you can see right there. Hopefully it's visible. So you would have all your 3 wires coming out of here and then neatly coming out through this notch here, which looks pretty neat when it's all put together, which this is new. This was not present in the other version of the Switch. So, which is cool, right? Because you'd rather be, especially for online gaming, you'd rather be physically connected with an Ethernet cable to your internet in your house than running it through Wi-Fi. So I heard that this was really appreciated by the community. And then you put the cover back on top and it conceals everything. So yeah, like I said, the console had enhancements which were very much needed from what I heard people say online. So there's a dock. And then to finish up, we have our standard HDMI cable, which is a Nintendo branded cable. It says here Nintendo. This reminds me of the HDMI cable that came with the SNES Mini. It also had the Nintendo branding, which, you know, whatever, it just could be. I'm just speculating here, I'm not sure, but this wire might not necessarily be made by Nintendo and just this case itself is applied after the fact. Whatever. It doesn't take away from anything at this point. And then we have our power brick, which is labeled Nintendo as well on the back here. And then finally, we've got, I don't know what this is called, and I'm not going to research right now for this video. I've heard some people call this the dog bone adapter, because when you put the Joy-Cons in here, looks like a dog, like the face of a dog. I don't know what, like these are the ears or whatever. I don't know. That's what I've heard call it before, but I'm not sure. I'm just showcasing it here. Like I said, I'm new to the Nintendo Switch, so this is all new for me. But yeah, anyway, so here it is, set up. So there you go. There it is. There's the unboxing of the Nintendo Switch OLED, the Tears of the Kingdom version. I am going to say that I'm highly disappointed in the fact that consoles that are themed after a video game, the game is not packed in, is a practice that I don't really like. Because when I first opened this, I was like, ooh, that's awesome. So I'm going to get Tears of the Kingdom included in the package. And well, to my surprise, that wasn't the case. Yeah, that part sucks. Not like the PS5 you see up here, that came packed in with God of War Ragnarok, although it was the digital code, but whatever, I got the game. Here, you know, it would have been nice if the game itself would have been included in the pack, but it wasn't. But that's all right. I'll get the game later. Tears of the Kingdom, that is. So there we have it. For the sake of demonstrations. At first, I was having a hard time detaching these from here. Until I guess I got the hang of it, and after some practice, I was able to just, you know, put these on and off. It's like that. And then also I realized too that you match the symbols here, the plus to the plus sign, like that, and then you just slide it from top to bottom so you hear the click. And also, I noticed that there's this locking mechanism here at the bottom. Here you can hear the click. So when you hear that click, this top part is locked in place. So even if you try to remove it, it won't come out. So same here. The minus sign on both sides. And then you lock it in. And there it is. You've got two individual Joy-Cons set up for two players. That's one thing that I really appreciate about this console, that right out of the box, and of course, depending on the game, but you can enjoy a two-player co-op game right away. You don't need to buy a separate controller. Although I think this kind of works temporarily. In the long run, I do think it's important to get like a pro controller, which I need to get one in the future, or I guess another set of Joy-Cons with this adapter, because although I've already played a couple of hours this way, surprisingly, I didn't find it that difficult to manage. It worked out. I was able to do it. However, I think that you could get away with this for a while, but like I said, I think it's a temporary way that you can play comfortably two players. It's kind of cool. It's nice that you can just do this and immediately have two-player sessions just like that, and then you remove the lock like that. It's kind of weird. I kind of have like huge hands and big fingers, so I kind of like need to do this, like set up like with three fingers, and with like the thumb and the middle finger, hold it up here, and then press with my index like firmly, and then do that. For some reason, at first, when I was doing this, I was getting annoyed by the fact that I couldn't release this top cover easily, but yeah, I guess now I can. So you release the lock there, and then now with your left hand, similar position, you do this here, and then you push the button, and then slide it up top. And then let's just slide these in place. Just like that. So here's a Switch assembled on the sides with the Joy-Cons, front and back. You just grab it and then you set it down like this. When I saw people do this, I kept thinking, how do you know it's docked? I already did some tests. The docking and undocking motion is really easy. I'm going to say that the marketing Nintendo does is as easy as they put it. So really, it's just, dropping it in and then putting it down. This port down here, which looks to be, yeah, it's a USB type C port here at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to be visible, but so it has like two protrusions, two little dull spikes that come out. The Switch by itself, the weight by itself just sits on top like that. And then it's hooked up. What Nintendo did with this console was groundbreaking. I believe the numbers at this point, into the 7th year now of the Switch, they're in the realm of 120 to 130 million consoles sold. So that's honestly crazy. That's crazy numbers. Not every console generation has the luxury of being that present in the gaming space. I heard recently the Switch is holding the third place of the top 5 best consoles ever sold. And I think the second place is the Nintendo DS, and the first place is the PlayStation 2. I don't have the numbers for those, but I can tell you the PS2 was, north of 150 million units sold. The Switch is in third place, which is impressive, very impressive. Nintendo coming from the Wii U, which was an obscure console. Too many details to get into it, but a console I never had, I don't have, and I don't think I will ever have. That one sold very poorly. I think like 13 million or somewhere upwards of a little bit over 10 million units. So compare that to this, over 120 million. That is crazy numbers. Obviously, I've already set up my account, my Nintendo account, and I've already played some content on it. And I've been loving it so far. It's a very cool system. So the two games that I have for it, Super Mario 3D All Stars. So regarding this game, it's funny because this game came out during the 35th anniversary of Mario, which I think was in 2020, and was available for a limited time only. I think it was available for like 6 months, 6 to 8 months, or something crazy like that. All I was hearing was YouTubers, just people in the gaming space say this is going to become rare, a high value game for the Switch. So if you're smart, I'd recommend you to go out there and get a copy for yourself because they're either going to become rare or expensive or whatever, and Nintendo's going to stop making them. So that's what I did. So 2 years ago, I went out and got my copy of this game. So it has been sitting on my shelf, just brand new, without even opening it until just a couple of days ago that I got the Switch. But when I saw it on the store shelves in 2021, I was like, you know what? I know eventually I'll have the Switch, so I'm just going to pick it up right now and just be ready for whenever I get the Switch. I'm going to pull up a few examples, but if you look up this video game right now online, Amazon, eBay, whatever, it's expensive. So that's pretty crazy that this game right now is expensive. I've been seeing it over $100. Like, it's insane, man. I don't know why Nintendo did that. Create scarcity just because, it's so stupid. They should have made more and more cartridges of this game. I don't know what their reasoning is, but yeah, if you look this one up, it's an expensive game on the Switch. So I'm really glad I got this 2 years ago. Then this is the other game I got Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Man, this is a blast of a game. I've been playing with other people and it is ton of fun, a ton of fun. From what I know, this was a game from the Wii U days. So this was actually a port to the Switch. It wasn't actually a brand new Mario game for the Switch. That would be Mario Odyssey, which I want to get at some point. There's a close-up shot of the Switch in the dock, and it looks pretty great. The unboxing of the Nintendo Switch OLED Tears of the Kingdom version. So I'm really happy for this gift for my birthday. This is where you guys come in and make your comments. I need you guys to go to the comments and recommend me games, because I've heard of a handful of games that are really good for this system, that are great. In fact, the latest one was, of course, Tears of the Kingdom, which got an incredible score on Metacritic, and people have not stopped talking about that game. I've heard people and even close friends of mine and relatives tell me they've put 100+ hours into that game, almost 200 hours, and they have not even finished it yet. So that is crazy to me. So Tears of the Kingdom, I know that's a must-have, a must-try. Also Breath of the Wild. But other than that, maybe I'm thinking Mario Odyssey is another good one that I should give a try. Metroid Dread, that is also another game that I want to get at some point. Other than that, I can't think of any other games, but that's where you come in and tell me what games you recommend for the Nintendo Switch. Go off on the comments and let me know what is your favorite Nintendo Switch game. Which one do you recommend? I don't care for the genre, really. As long as it's fun and entertaining, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm going to read your comments and see what you guys recommend. And slowly but surely, I'm going to build up my Nintendo Switch game collection. I also know that the indie scene is pretty big on the Nintendo Switch. A bunch of indie games come out for it, and especially physical versions. I'm very, very interested in seeing what you guys recommend to me. I'm going to make more content surrounding the Switch. I want to make some gameplay videos of each of these games. I'm also subscribed to the Nintendo Switch online service. For now, I'm starting with the regular subscription, the one that includes the NES, SNES games, and also online playability and all that stuff. I'm also at one point going to get the expansion pack, which includes Nintendo 64 games, Game Boy Advance, and Sega Genesis. That's pretty cool. I can't wait to read your comments on your experience and recommendations on this system. That's all I have for you, and I will catch you guys on the next video.